pink for Ladies' Day. The Queen is resplendent in fuchsia as she joins Sophie, Beatrice and Eugenie for her third day at Ascot before presenting delighted Frankie Dettori with the Gold Cup. The Queen rounded off Ladies' Day at Ascot in spectacular style when she presented an ecstatic Frankie Dettori with the Gold Cup after the Italian jockey rode to victory on joint favourite Stradivarius. The Queen, resplendent in pink, was joined by royals including Princess Anne, the Duke of York and his daughters Beatrice and Eugenie as she enjoyed a third day in a row at her favourite equestrian event of the year. There is some £7.3 million up for grabs at this year's races, making it a bumper year, and the royals have been taking part in the betting fun, despite the Countess of Wessex, dressed in a Jane Taylor London hat, losing out yesterday when 3 of her horses failed to come in. Thursday began with a royal procession, an annual tradition that marks the start of the day's festivities, with the day culminating in the much-anticipated Gold Cup, Ascot's oldest surviving race, won by fan favourite Dettori. The champion jockey said, "That's 60 wins here, 6 Gold Cups and I'm only 47, in case you forget. I come alive here, I love it." I think the crowd lifted him. Stradivarius. The Gold Cup is the showcase of the week, and to win it again, my first one for John Gosden. It's great for the team. Earlier in the day, disaster struck when a member of the royal procession suffered a nasty fall. It is not clear if he was harmed, however images show the footman appearing to get back on his feet moments later. This year the Queen was joined in her landau by Prince Andrew, Sheikh Issa bin Salman Al Khalifa Sir Nicholas Bacon, with the second carriage playing host to Princess Royal Anne, her husband Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence, and Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. They were closely followed by the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester and the Earl and Countess of Snowdon in the third carriage, with the Troughton and O'Lone families in the fourth and final carriage. The Queen made her entrance in a Stuart Parvin pink A-line coat, silk dress in shades of lilac and pink, and a matching hat by Rachel Trevor Morgan. Her bright pink hat meant punters had correctly backed the colour of the head of state's hat for the third day running, a traditional bet at Royal Ascot. Eugenie, who will tie the knot at Windsor Castle in October, wore a blue and yellow Erdem number featuring a pie crust collar, while her older sister opted for a monochrome ensemble from Jonathan Simkhai. Both of Prince Andrew's daughters wore millinery from Edinburgh-based milliner Sally Ann Provon, with Beatrice in a herringbone hat with satin roses, and Eugenie in a straw boater festooned with origami flowers. Meanwhile, the Queen pulled out all the stops in her vibrant pink tweed coat and matching hat trimmed with feathers, teamed with a glittering brooch, string of pearls and a pair of delicate white gloves. The term Ladies' Day was coined in 1823 when an anonymous poet described the Thursday of the annual meeting as Ladies' Day, when the women, like angels, look sweetly divine. While there is no official prize on offer for Best Dressed Lady as there is at other race meetings, ticket holders were still eager to put their best foot forward. Up to 300,000 people are due to descend on the event over the course of 5 days, and naturally the stylish day out is a magnet for celebrities, and is predicted to be a star-studded occasion. With the clue in the name, Royal Ascot is hugely popular with the monarchy, and Her Majesty has attended every year since ascending the throne. On Tuesday, she introduced the newest member of the family, the Duchess of Sussex, to the event for the first time, and yesterday attended with Prince Charles, Camilla and the Earl and Countess of Wessex. However, Zara Tindall will be a notable absentee from proceedings this year after giving birth to her second child, a baby girl, on Monday, while the Duchess of Cambridge is also expected to bow out, as she focuses on spending time with newborn Prince Louis. Racegoers galloped past the winning post in the Fashion Stakes this morning as Ladies' Day got underway with a sea of weird and wonderful hats. Nothing was too outlandish for some of the female guests, who wore everything from jungle scenes to bottles of champagne and even a lobster on their heads. The famous meet, attended by the Queen every year, attracts the best jockeys and trainers in racing and fans of the sport from all walks of life who enjoy the fashion. Lindsay Anderson, 57, had onlookers doing a double take with her champagne-themed top hat complete with a horse jumping over the brim and 2 champagne flutes. The senior staff nurse, who works at West Suffolk Hospital, said, "I found all the little bits and pieces yesterday and put them together last night. I've got Frankie Dettori jumping out of a bottle of champagne, It's really a model of Lester Piggott, but don't tell anyone. The string of pearls coming out of the top are bubbles, it's just a bit of fun." Husband and wife Rebecca Johnson, 64, and Brian Mann, 69, from Wokingham, Berkshire, arrived in outfits decorated with rainbows. While Ems Johnson had a multicolored hat and dress, her partner sported a waistcoat of many colors. She said, "We spend a lot of time in Florida, and during the spring we had a lot of rainbows from the tropical rain, so we thought we'd bring a bit of color to Ascot." Inga Kovalova had made a hat with a lobster crawling out of a pot surrounded by strings of pearls. She said, "The hat was inspired by my move to Scotland. I'm moving from England to Troon, which is by the sea, so my partner suggested I make a lobster-themed hat." Fellow racegoer Charlotte Ricard Quesada, 30, amazed racegoers with her jungle-themed headpiece. She said, "I came up with the idea of something tropical and wanted a toucan at the center, so I created it with Millinor, pearls and swine. It's very lightweight, but I'm having a bit of trouble with this wind. My dress is from Dolce & Gabbana and it's covered with palm leaves, so it carries on the theme."